Welcome to Science Research Weekly, episode 13, Crazy Ants, Crazier Viruses. Get ready for chimeric crazy ants, viruses abounding in protists and infants alike, solar system generation in R, awesome Python list, and a couple of nifty niche funding opportunities. This episode covers material from April 7th to April 13th. So let's get started. On to research articles. 3 wild articles today, so let's jump right in. First, we have obligate chimerism in male yellow crazy ants. So researchers found that the males of the species of crazy ant, so Anopolepis gracilis, are all chimeras. That is, their body is a collection of haploid cells with only material from paternal or maternal genetic material. Crazy indeed, and this mode of reproduction and growth isn't really seen anywhere else. It's pretty novel. Next, we have the paper Large-Scale Invasion of Unicellular Eukaryotic Genomes by Integrating DNA Viruses. So, want to know something even crazier than crazy ants? Well, researchers found thousands, yes, you heard it right, thousands of viruses within protist genomes. Those are the unicellular eukaryotes. So many of these viruses are actually still intact and are likely functional. There may be up to, in some, I think, protist genomes, up to 10% of the genome being virus. So though it's interesting, they don't actually appear to be harming the host and may actually be beneficial, attacking other viruses that try to integrate. So interesting things there. And then want more virus matters? Well, our third paper is expanding known viral diversity in the healthy infant gut. So a Danish cohort of infants revealed over 200 viral clades, so not just virus species, but clades that were previously unknown. If that sounds worrisome, be aware that, in consolation, that the vast majority of these viruses are actually bacteriophages, which attack bacteria in the infant gut rather than the children's own cells. So it's a strange thought to think that babies are rolling around with a bunch of unknown viruses right underneath our noses, or at least our feet. With that being done, let's turn to some research tools. 4 new CRAN packages to temper your day. There is fakir, generate fake datasets for prototyping and teaching. There is betaNB, Bootstrap for regression effect sizes. npclust, Nonparametric test for incomplete cluster data. And SQI, soil quality index. Bigaboom, a shining example of an R-blogger post today. Bob Rudis from rude.is brings methods to making a solar system plot with GG Solar. He includes our solar system, so complete with the 100% a real planet Pluto, as well as a random planetary system. Quote, I included a generate random planets function that uses a hidden Markov model to create believable planetary names, so you can now make your own universe with ggplot2. So their random system has all sorts of planets. Very interesting. Making your own universe, indeed. Over on GitHub, I found 2 trending repositories I'd be crazy not to mention. First is Awesome Python, a curated list of awesome Python frameworks, libraries, software, and resources. Awesome and Python go together like crazy and ants, or at least peanut butter and jelly, but not peanut butter and ants. Now that would be crazy. The second repository I found was Microsoft Power Toys. It's a set of utilities for power users to tune and streamline their Windows experience for greater productivity. Power it up. That's all I have for resources and tools. Let's take a look finally at some funding. 2 grant opportunities, short but sweet. First, notice of special interest. Assembling the addiction organelle interactome. This notice encourages innovative studies on the role of organelle, interactions and communications, and how organelle dynamics affect cellular homeostasis in the context of addiction. If organelles are your jam, this one's for you. Next, we have the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, NIAID, comes fundamental research to understand the mechanisms of neurotropic virus-mediated disease. This is an R01 clinical trial not allowed. The purpose is to promote basic research to better understand the mechanisms underlying viral infection or viral invasion of the central nervous system, virus and other host immune-mediated neuropathogenesis, and the associated clinical manifestations for emerging and re-emerging neotropic viruses. Nice virus-related funding opportunity to wrap up our virus-heavy session. Going off the rails on the crazy ant train, thanks for joining me for Science Research Weekly. Science on.